Okay, we already discussed the footing, slab, pattern, beam, and column. So meaning, with these elements that we know how to add, we can build a structure. Okay? So this time, I'm going to give you the, I want you, once you're done with your practice, okay, I'm going to give you an exercise to build a 3-story building. So without, I mean, in 4 hours, I mean, we haven't finished the day, so you can create a 3-story building now using the elements that we have learned how to add. Okay, so what I will do is I'm going to delete this all, and then from this grid line I want you to create this structure. Okay, I'm going to give you the printout. Let's look onto this one. I just want to give you some pointers here. So for the foundation, okay, so I'll use the slab, and then I can just simply type here, let's say foundation also. And then here, the thickness will be 800, and then it should be behind. And then behind, and then let's say this one is 1. All right. So look, I'm going to click 1, 2, 3, 4, and then middle button of your mouse. But the problem is, this one must be 1 meter from here and then 1 meter from here.
Offset, right?
Yeah, offset. Now, the easier way, okay, there are different ways to do this. Okay, one is, if you select this one, you have the handle. This handle, if I press Alt key, and then make a window, I can select both handle. Alternate, and then make a window, you can select the handle. And then right click, move, and then from here to here, 1000. There you go. Right? Can you follow that one? Again, let me just show you again. So here, I will show you a different way. You select which one is easier. So again, select the foundation, press the alternate key, and then make a window to these 2 handle, and then right click and then move, and then here you click here, or you put the cursor here, and then directly from your keypad type 1000 and then enter, so it will move to 1000. Okay, now that's one. Now the other way is this. Have you used SketchUp before? SketchUp. Okay, you know the SketchUp, the push-pull tool? Push-pull tool?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, push.
Yeah. Okay. Since SketchUp and Tekla Structure are under one umbrella, because SketchUp is under Trimble, Tekla is also under Trimble, so something like a sister company. So we adapt something from SketchUp. But remember this one that I turned off earlier? I want you to turn on the direct modification. Okay? But again, please make it sure that if you turn on the direct modification, turn it on only when it's needed. If it is not needed, must turn it off. Because sometimes it's difficult to, sometimes if this one is on, then there's a lot of handles showing around. Okay? So you just turn it on when it is needed. Okay? So now I'm going to turn on by simply pressing D, or just simply click here. Now it's on. Look, if this one is on, look at the difference. If I click on the slab, look what will happen. See? You can see the handle becomes different, right? So now, if I click on this surface, I can select the surface now. And then select the surface, press, hold, press, and select, and then move to 1000. See? It's a push-pull tool. And then again here, this one, select, and then 1000. Okay? There you go. So that's how you use the direct modification. Now, you decide which one is easier for you. Use the direct modification, push-pull tool, or select the handle and then move. Okay? And then, now, since I finished that one, then I can turn it off. Alright, so now you can continue working on the other part. Actually, the other way is this, if you use the direct modification, look, if you select this one, and then you can click on the handle. Once you click on the handle, click on this handle, and then actually it's actually I want to click on the arrow, but it seems that I can okay. So click the handle, press the shift key, and then here, look, if you click on this handle, look, when you click on the handle, the arrow going in front, right? So if you type, let's say 1000, enter. So if you click the arrow, and then you type, okay, here I type -1000, it will go back. Enter. Okay, so again, if you select and then select this one and then press the shift key. That one is difficult to here, yeah, something like this. Here, okay, shift key. Then you can select the arrow. But sometimes it's difficult to select the arrow, then you can just simply the modeling here. All right, so again, whatever you model is okay, but if you think that the way I model here is different, you can check if that one is faster or slower. Then it's still your decision or your decision to follow or not. Okay, but modeling wise, you can do a different way of modeling. Okay, so first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a pad footing or foundation. So the size of the pad footing is 1/8 by 1/8, right? 1/8 by 1/8, and then middle, and then the height is -1000. So click here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then the column size. So let's say here the color is blue, and then this one is 3500. Okay, 400 by 400, that's correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then the beam size here is 700 by 400. Is it correct?
Yeah.
So I'll choose the color here, and then here 1, or you can do this way as well. You can click from this point to this point. All right, but this one is one hole, right? There is an edit here, split. Select 1 and then 2, 1 and then 2. So that one will be split into 3 different parts.
Oh.
Okay, that's one way. Next is I can copy this one. Can copy. I will use the copy command, which is similar to copy multiple, because this one, okay, actually I can use the copy special linear. So from this point, pick this point to this point is how much? 5 meter. So how many? 1 and 2, correct?
Yeah.
So I'll type here 2 copies, and there you go. So I have this 5 meter, right? And then these 3, I can use now the again copy special linear. This time it is 4 meters, and then copy. Sorry. This 3, and then copy. Copy, special, linear. Same thing, but per meter. Why? I cannot, okay, maybe. There you go. Okay, but these columns are circular column. This one is D what? 450?
450.
D 450. Enter. And this one is 600 by 400. Yeah. So you can select multiple and then change in one time, one go. And then next is this one again. Beam 700 by 400. So pick here 1, 2. Okay. Okay, that one is wrong, huh? So be careful on that one. So click here 1, 2. So look at the value 5,000. And then here. There you go. So now I can copy this one again. Copy. So this time it will be on the Y direction. So I can clear this one and then type here 6 meter. And then how many? 1, 2, 3.
3.
Copy. Okay. And then this, I'll select this one to capture the 600 by 400 and then select this beam. So 1, 2, 3. So if you want to use the same value, you select first and then select the beam so that it will capture the properties. Okay, you don't need to do the apply.
Okay.
And that's it. So I have already the frame. So once I create this frame, all I have to do is select all by making a window from right to left. And then copy, special, linear, clear. Okay, clear, because I want to select now the Z direction, which is how much?
3,000.
3,000. But there is an issue here. The first floor is 3,500. But the second floor is 3,000. If I copy 3,000, there is an overlapping of 500. Correct? But anyway, it's okay. Just simply copy this one. Copy one. Now look, this is the overlapping. See? Overlapping, overlapping. So, no issue on that one because I can select all the column by simply making a cross window selection here. And then, everything will have a bottom of 3,000. Correct? So all I have to do is to type 3,500 and then enter. Then it moved to the 3,500 level. Alright? And then again, select all this and then copy again. Copy, linear, copy, and then delete this one. And there you go. So you have already the
5 minutes.
But I mean, the way you do it is correct, is the same. The only thing is maybe there is a different or faster method to do it. So there's no wrong on what you are doing. Okay? Maybe because this one I've been doing this one for the past how many years. That way it's easy. Okay? But you can do the same. You can do the same. But because we have a different method. If you think that this method can be applicable to you, then by all means you use it. But if you think, hey, my method is okay, we are not really lock you to the one method. In tecla structure, that's a good thing. You can do a different method, different way, as long as the output is the same. Okay? So this is how we do the model. Okay? Now, let me continue. Let me add the slab. Okay? Let me show you how to add the slab, and then I will give you time to do that one. Okay? So to add the slab, I can do that one in this view. No issue. But I want you to use the view that you have created. So Control I, and then first floor. So this is the first floor. And then from here, I can now add the slab. Let's say, type here slab. 150. Thickness is 150. Color 5. And then here, I want you to type behind. So look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then middle button of your mouse. And you have now the slab. Easy, right? Just pick on the corner. And then all you have to do is just simply right click, copy. So from this point to this point. And then here, select this one, copy. So from this point to this point to this point. And there you go. So how about this one? I can just simply copy this one as well. Copy from this point to this point. But here, I'm going to press the Alt key and then move the handle from here to here. And then copy again this one from this point to this point, and you have already the slab. So in no time, you can model the slab by simply copy. Okay? So do that one and then copy to the elevation. Right? So I'll give you time to do this slab on your own. So let's copy this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Copy. Linear. So 3,000. 2 copies. Copy. So this one is the excess. And then delete. So you have now already. Now, for the here, for the wall, let's say for example, we want to cover the wall only on this level. We want to cover this wall, this part. So all I want you to do is, I want you to create the wall outside the column. Okay, outside the column. So meaning is the wall will be, let's say 3.5 as well, up to this point. Okay, to this point. And look, select the wall, the panel, select the panel, and then here let's say I will type here wall, or precast wall, and then 3,500 by 150 is the thickness. Okay. Okay, let's say color number 6, and then look. If I'm going to select this on plane, I will put right. Why right? Look, I'm going to pick the wall from this point, this position. Okay, this position. By the way, sometimes if you have a difficulties to pick on the position here because of the solid, okay, because of the solid, you can press Control 2. Control 2, it becomes transparent. Yeah. So you can press Control 1, Control 2, Control 3, Control 4, Control 5, up to Control 5, Control 1 to 5. So that one is the different view of the Control 1 is wireframe, Control 2 is a shaded wireframe, Control 3 is white, Control 4 is solid, Control 5 is something like a ghost image. Okay, so let's say if it is a Control 2, so look, I can easily click on this point, right? 1, and then to the middle, 2, and then middle button of your mouse, because this one is a panel. So there you go. So look, Control 4. So look, the position of my panel is outside the column. So I can continue. So 1, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2 here, the side of the column. So that will be our panel. So you will notice that the panel will cover up the column and the beam. Okay, so this one is just an example of the panel that we're going to do. Okay, and look at my positioning. The handle is on the right. I mean when I put the right, then the handle is on the left side, and then right meaning the object will be on the right side of the handle. Okay, so kindly do this one. All right, and yeah, so if you want, you can still add another wall here from this point, 1, 2, and then from here to the edge of the wall, so something like this. So the connection will be something like this. See? Okay, so do that one, and then after that we are going to add the IFC and the DWG. So I have the DWG and the IFC. I want you to copy this one to your model folder. So model folder, so from here, kindly open this model folder, and then I want you to paste the IFC and the drawing to your model folder. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how to insert the DWG and IFC. Okay, so you can copy that one once you finish. Don't forget to save your work. Okay, kindly save, and then look, if you go to the model folder with this model, what do you think is the file size of this model? Any guess?
Notice.
Huh? 3? 12? Huh?
10
10 MB. 10 MB, any other guess? He guessed 10 MB. 10 megabyte, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that one is too much. It's only 65 KB.
Oh, 64 KB.
Very light.
Oh, 63 KB.
Yeah, that's how the Tekla file is. So meaning, if I give this DB1 to you, you can see the model. So that's the file.
All the property will be inside.
Yeah, all the one that I modeled, you can see.
Oh.
65.
Where's the one already? 9%, yeah.
$10 MB, maybe it will be around 10-story building with all the reinforcement, or maybe 5-story with all the reinforcement.
This software can open the really fast. Really fast.
Revit?
Yeah.
No, it cannot open the Revit file, but it can open the IFC file.
IFC.
Yeah, so that IFC from Revit can be opened. As vice versa, we can also export to Revit file.
But needs to go to IFC.
No, actually not necessary. In the new version, Tekla can export to RVT file
Directly, sir.
directly in the 2020. But before, we export only in IFC. So we talk to Revit using IFC. But now, we can export to RVT file.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so,
Sir,
yeah.
iba kasi yung saan yung makikita yung iba kasi oh, ano ito? Oh, ito pala.
Hindi, shift. Ito. Tsaka E.
Oh,
Teka. Hindi, mali yung napasukan.
Ayan. Ayan pala eh. Ito.
Kaya yung dalawa na yan.
Ito.
Yan, at saka yung isa, yung taas yan. Copy ito.
Oh. Saan ito ba?
Model, yan, paste yan.
Copy-paste lang, di ba?
Oo, yan. Paste. Okay, ba? I-drag mo lang ito. Ayan. Okay. All right. So next is okay. From your model, I want you to select this grid line. Okay, and then from the x direction, after the 4,000, I want you to put space, and then kindly type 5 times 6,000. 5 times 6,000 and then enter. So meaning, I'm going to add additional fit work area, additional grid. But no need for you to create the grid line. No need to create the grid line view. I just want to have a enough space for us to do the testing. Okay?
Hey, how you do? Let's see. How you do?
Okay. So, paki-turn up muna, sir. Yeah. Okay, and then
Isa.
yeah. Dun sa x after yan.
Oh.
Space 5 times 6,000.
Oh, 5. 6,000.
And then enter. Yeah, and then fit work area. Select the view, fit work area. Yeah.
That's it. You then.
Fit work area. Yeah, okay. So now, so first, let's insert the DWG. How to insert the DWG? So go to this reference model.
Yeah.
Select the reference model. This one, add model. Click add model. Now go to the browse. Okay, and then select the ground floor.
AutoCAD, right?
AutoCAD, DWG. Select the ground floor. And then open. Okay, now, before you add this one, because, okay, remember that the 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 of AutoCAD is exactly the same as 0, 0, 0 of Tekla structure. Okay? This ground floor plan is already in the 0, 0, 0. So meaning, if I add this one on the offset 0, 0, 0, then my drawing will be placed here. So let's say I want to place my drawing from this point. Okay? From this point. So meaning, I want to count, this one is how much? 5,000, 5,000, 10, plus 4, 14, 18, 18 plus 5, 23. 23,000. So, before you add model, I want you to type 23,000 to the X offset. Okay?
Okay.
And then, add model. There you go. So, you have now the AutoCAD drawing. Right? So, with this AutoCAD drawing, what can we do using this AutoCAD drawing? AutoCAD drawing, we cannot do anything here but just use that one as a reference. Because it's a 2D. Okay? So, we can use that one as a reference. So, look, how? So, let's say, for example, this wall. Okay, this wall. What is the size of this wall? It's 75 plus 75 is 150, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, meaning, I go to this panel. And then here, let's say my wall is 3,000 by 150. Okay, let's say this one is middle, front. So here, if I click from this point, 1, and then 2, right?
Yeah.
Middle button of your mouse, and here, I have the panel. So you can use that one as your reference.
It's a reference to me.
Yeah, just a reference only, because you can. That's the only work. That's the only function of the AutoCAD to import in the Tekla structure. Okay, so you can. So meaning you don't need to use a lot of construction point to model, because it's already there. All you have to do is to here just simply place here. Let's say here again 1, and then here up to where? So you can see here up to here, to middle button of your mouse, and then from here, then continue working on, let's say here, 1, and then 2, middle button. So up. At the end of the day, you can have the walls here. So that's how you use the AutoCAD. Okay, clear? Now, let's move on to the IFC. Right? IFC. So for the IFC, same thing how we add this AutoCAD. Go to this insert reference model. Add. And then browse for the sample model, Revit model IFC. Click open. So again, same thing. I think this one is already on the 00, but on the Revit that we're going to add here is also 00. But the thing is, it's on the left side. So we need to put at least insert somewhere here. Okay, so what will be the distance from here to here? If this one is 23,000 plus 5, 28, 33, 38, plus 5,
43.
43. So you type here 43,000. Okay, and then add model. And there you go. So you have now this. Yeah? So this is the Revit. Look, how do I know if this one is coming from Revit? So if I select if I select this one, select one and then inquire. So look, as you can see here, you have this created from the Autodesk Revit 2015.
But the height no same, right? But the height not same.
Yeah.
The base.
The base. So you can just simply if you like to move the base, so just double click on this, and then here on the Z direction, I don't know, let's say for example, let's say here from this point, how much is this base? So you can just simply measure from this point to this point, how much? 3,000. So meaning here I can just simply change 3,000 and then modify. Yeah, so now I have this base here. Okay, so now this one. Okay, everybody got this one? Did you insert already?
Yeah, it's already.
How about you?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody already have this one. Now, look, remember earlier, okay, this one is another thing. Select component and then select object in component. Select component meaning, here, if I select column, everything will be selected. Because this one is considered as a component. If you want to select individually, you must select object in component, this one. And then see here, I can select individually.
Okay.
Alright? Then, another thing here. Okay, I'm going to select component. So look, if you double click on the IFC, it will show you here the layers. Here, layers. Layers, I can just simply here, under the layers, I can turn up the foundation, I can turn up the columns, I can turn up the beams, and only the slab. Right? Under the layers. Yeah? So all I can turn everything on. So there is an option, even though it's a third party, you can do the filter by layer. As long as the one who created this one is created the layer inside of it, But if not, then if this one are only in one layer, then you cannot do anything. Okay. So let's say, for example, in this case, I'm going to select this. Okay, select objects in component. Now, how we are going to use this? How we are going to use? Because look, if I want to here, if I inquire this one, it doesn't show any. This one is still an IFC. Now, what is the use of the IFC in Tekla structure model? So the IFC, first of all, you can use this one as a reference as well, similar to AutoCAD. That's one. But IFC is also can be converted to a Tekla structure native object. Wherein, if this one is a Tekla structure native object, then we can add reinforcement. Because if this one is an IFC, we cannot add reinforcement here. Okay? So now, let's say this one, this column, okay. Let's say this column, this beam, this beam, this beam, and this column, okay? I'm going to right click and then show only selected. So these are the column. Now, not all the time we can convert the IFC perfectly in Tekla structure. Why? Because it depends how they model this one in the Revit. So see, like this column, see, there's some cutouts. This one may not convert properly in Tekla structure because there is no in Tekla structure. It will not consider this cutout. Okay. It will be better if this one, when they export to IFC, there's no cutout, so it will be converted as parametric cross section. But if not, then we can still convert this one, but as an item, because there are two different ways of conversion in Tekla. One is the extrusion, which is a good conversion. If it is converted as extrusion, meaning you can change the size later on in Tekla. But if you convert this one as an item, then it will be a fixed profile, meaning you cannot change the profile size. Okay, so let's see. If I'm going to select all this, and then go to the manage, and then here, convert IFC object. So look, now Tekla structure is converting this IFC to Tekla structure element. Okay, so let's see what will be the conversion here. Is it an extrusion or no conversion? So look, some of these rectangular column are converted as extrusion, which is good. If it is extrusion, it's good because you can change the size. But no conversion, I can still force this one to convert in Tekla structure, but I need to select this one, select, and then convert as an item, and then ship, and then here, convert as an item. So meaning, the three items, which is the column, I convert that one to item. Means, what do you call that?
The dimensions cannot be changed.
Yes, the dimension cannot be changed. But the other, extrusion, if you see extrusion means it's good. Because you can, later on, you can change the dimension. Right? Again, this one is, we cannot control this one. This control is from the one who created from the Revit. Okay? But it is good enough that the Tekla structure can be converted to native object. Why? You don't need to model it again. You don't need to reinvent the wheel because it's already, that's the process of that's the idea of the BIM. You know, everybody knows the BIM now, right? BIM is not a software. Remember, BIM is not a software. BIM is a process. Process from one discipline to another discipline that you don't need to repeat the procedure. So this is the one. From Revit to IFC to Tekla, converted as the native object and continue the work. Okay? So if I apply these changes, there you go. So now, look, if I turn off this Revit model, so this one is my Tekla structure element now. So look, if I double click this one, it will go to the properties of the shape. Means this one is the item. Okay? Here, if I double click on this one is a profile. See? 200 by 600. If I type here 300 by 800, look what will happen. See? It changed. Because it's a parametric. Okay? And then I can add the reinforcement, but that one will be later. I just want to show you how it works. Any question? All right, can you try that one? But make it sure when you convert, you select this select objects and component, and then you can convert that one. Yeah, can you try that one to convert?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got lost on expanding the grid lines.
Ah, okay. This grid line.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just simply add this 5 times 6,000 after the 4,000.
Okay.
So meaning you will it's just adding the grid line. Yeah. And then fit work area. Okay, any other question? Anything that you want me to repeat? Just let me know, huh? Okay, look, sorry, can you look onto this one quickly? So remember, I have the control 1, control 2, control 3, control 4, control 5, right?
Right.
Yeah. So let's say control 4. Now, if I turn on my Revit model, see, if I press control 1, the Revit doesn't change, right? Because this one is a component, right? So for the component, it will be ship 1. You press ship 1, ship 1, ship 2. Okay, let's say ship 2. See, the ship 2 meaning my Tekla structure is solid, but my component is, let's say, ship 1. So see here, you can see the Tekla structure at the same time the IFC. Copy the box girder to the model folder again. Okay, so look, one example is this. I have this box girder.
Box girder.
Yeah, this shape, this one is already in AutoCAD. Okay, so this one. So I need to convert this one as a Tekla structure element. Okay, so I don't need to draw this one again to AutoCAD one by one, because since I have already the existing 2D, I can utilize this one. So how? So okay, can you copy that one first so that we can do that one together? So again, from the application and component, type DWG. Double click on the DWG profile. Make it sure that your profile is under the box girder, under the model folder, box girder here. And then from this DWG profile, do you have the DWG here? No? Did you open now this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that we'll do that one together.
Need to save under where? Need to save
Where did you put the file?
on the desktop.
Yes, sir.
Okay, desktop, I think it's okay. Desktop should be okay. All right, now from this DWG profile to library, so go to the parameter. So under the parameter, now browse for the DWG file. So here, automatically it will go to the model folder. For the desktop, you need to browse the desktop, right?
Okay.
And then here, you type the section name. So what will be the section name? Let's say box girder, and then the profile name is, let's say BG, let's say BG 1000. Right? Okay, and then next is the profile attribute. So what is this? What is the type of this profile? We don't know. That's why you put question mark. We don't know the type, right? You put question mark. Okay? Above. Yeah. And then apply. And then here, pick the position. Pick the position. So I'm going to pick the top of the column, 1, and then 2. And there you go. Huh? Alright, so now, of course, the positioning is on the middle. So all you have to do is just simply change. So look, the profile see, automatically it will be saved as the DWG profile, BG1000. Then here, since it's the middle, you put this one front and then it will be up above. Something like this. But of course, this one is a box girder, then you need to put that one actually on the crosshead, right? So, I mean, anyway, this one is just an example how you're going to deal with. So, the only thing left here is the reinforcement.
In what Canada? Okay, pick a position. This one, right? Then go to this one, right? Then go in center. Nakapin mo, sir?
Alright, that's all done. To use that option, under this beam, polybeam, so you can type here BG, and then it will be in the library, and then apply. Okay, so meaning if I have, let's say from here 1, and then let's say 2, 3, middle button of your mouse.
Oh, this is the one.
Yes, and then here you can just simply change this one to arc or something like this. And then here, if you can move, let's see if I can move up. Yeah,
It's just not how to save, sir. How to save to the library.
it's already there.
It's already here.
Yeah, once you apply the show only selected, so once you apply that one, then it will be in the library.
BG.
No, not that library. You go to the beam. Go to this beam.
To the beam.
Go to this beam.
Okay, go to beam.
Polybeam. If you want to create this one,
Oh, okay.
polybeam.
Then
Go to the properties. Up. Yes, that one. And then profile. Select the profile.
okay.
Select the profile. No. The library.
Wait a second.
Here.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and then type BG here. BG star asterisk. Then enter. Yeah. And then expand. This one.
Oh. Oh, then we can. Then after that we can draw this thing. right?
Yeah. So for today's sessions, we're going to start with our. We go first for our filtering, and then we go to the detailing topics. Okay, because we were not able to do our filtering last time. So let's start with the filtering. Okay, so while you are opening your model, let me just write here the types of filter. So in type of structure, we have the filtering or filter, right? So there are two types. Of filter. Okay. Number one is the first one is the view filter. View filter. And then the other one is the selection filter. So with this filter, this filter can be used in a different way. For example, for the view filter, selection filter, it can be used for the object representation. Okay, so that one can be used also with the, for the object representation. And also, this filter can be saved also under for the drawing. Okay, drawing. What else? Even it can be used also for the organizer. Okay. So the moment what we're going to do is the creation of the rule under the view filter and then the selection filter. Basically, this filter can be only set up under one rule. Okay. So we can set up one rule and then it can be used for view filter or selection filter. Unlike before, during the old days, when you create the rules for the view filter, it's different from the selection filter, which is you need to do it twice. But now, whatever the rule you can use or you can create in view filter can be adapted in the selection filter and vice versa. Okay? So now, I hope you opened already the model. Still updating. Okay, so let's wait for a while. Okay, so for the filter, as I mentioned, we have the what do you call that? The view filter and then the selection filter. View filter means the one that you've seen in the view, and then the selection filter is when you make a window selection, then that one will be the selection. So at the moment, if I make a window like this, everything are selected.
Yeah.
Okay, because there's no rule yet, and as you can see, everything is also shown in the view, okay, because we haven't done any filtering yet. So now, if you double click the view, view properties, you can see here visible object group. Okay, visible object group, and then click on the object group. Click on the object group.
We click on the where?
Yeah, click on the view properties.
Object group.
Again. So here, double click on the view properties, or click on the view, or right click and then open the properties. And then here under the object group, select the object group and then hit new filter. New filter. Okay, so meaning we're going to start a new one. Okay, the first step is you need to add a row. Add row. Okay, so now this is the rules that we're going to to create here. Okay? So under the category, you can see here, there's these are the category of the of this Tekla structure, the categories from the part, component, bolt, and so on. So the first rule that we're going to do or we're going to use is the category is to choose object. Object. Select object. Now, and then under the property, what is the object property? So here, you can see there's a lot of object properties here, but I want you to choose object type. Object type, the third one from the top. Okay, object type. So, object meaning it can be anything. Alright? If it is an object, it can be anything. Now, what will be the condition? The condition must be equal to what? Value. So, under the value, you can see here, these are the object type available. The object, as I've mentioned to you, it could be anything. So, it could be an assembly, it could be a bolt group, it could be a part, it could be a reinforcement. Now, we are going to choose part. Part. Part meaning it could be a concrete or a steel part. So, concrete and steel are the object type or what I mean is concrete and steel are considered as the object type as a part. Okay? Now, add another row. So, under this row, the category, I want you to choose part. So, I want you to choose part. Because anyway, our first rule is select the object type, the part as the object type. Okay? Now, when the system selected the part, so I want you to choose that part, the name of that particular part. The name. Because the part has a different names. Could be column, could be beam, could be brace, could be footing. Okay? Now again, going back to the object has a different type. So under the type, we choose the part. And the part has a different name. Okay? And then under the name, that one will be equal to, so under the values, you can either type it, okay, type let's say column, beam, or slab, or you can just simply select from model, and then once you click select from model, look at my cursor, I'm going to click on this column. So look, so when I click the column, automatically the name of that column goes to the value of my part name. You get it? Okay, now, what is the reason why I just pick on the column instead of typing it? Because sometimes typing it, you have some typo. Meaning, if you misspell the column, then it will not work. So, it is safer to do the select from model so that you make it sure that the name, you can capture the exact name. And then, I have my first filter. This is my first filter of many. Why of many? Because I need to create the filter for a different part name. Okay? So, in this case, I'm going to type here, save as what? So, let's say you put your name. Let's say, for me, I put ned_column_filter. Okay? And then save. Save as. So meaning that one is one of your attribute. So again, I'm going to repeat the procedure. I'm going to repeat the procedure, but this time I'm not going to repeat under the object. All I need to do is to change the part name to, instead of column, I'm going to select from model and then select the beam, and then here I will save this one as beam and then save as. Again, continue. Again, going back to the value of the beam, select from model, and then I'm going to select the foundation, and then type here, foundation. And save as. And so on. So, select from model, select the slab. So, this one will be slab. Save as. And I think lastly, the wall. So, this one will be wall. And then save as. Okay. I did something, I forget something here. Why? Actually, this one is I'm saving this one only in my filter, in my view filter. As I've told you earlier, it should be saved together with the selection filter and also for the object representation. So I forget something. So kindly, okay, look, kindly click on this arrow, expand this one, expand. Okay, so what you can do now is select this one, check on the selection filter, object representation, and then let's say organizer, and I mean select all. Much better to select all.
All drawings selection filter.
Yes, all types. So we're going to use that, and then save as. Save as. So meaning, it will save to the selection filter, object representation, all drawings, organizer, and so on. But again, this one is only for the wall. I need to repeat that one. So no need for you to repeat, but all I want you to do is to go back to the, let's say, okay, I'll start from the net beam filter. So look, if I open the net beam filter, see, there's no check here. So I'm going to check and then save as. Okay, and then go back to the column filter. Select again, and then save as. And then what else? Foundation filter, select all, save as, and lastly, the slab filter, select again, and then save as. So now, these attributes are already saved to the view filter and then selection filter and even the object representation. So this is how to create the filter. Then how does this one works? Okay, look. Let me cancel this one. Okay, cancel. So once you save it, it will be available now under this visible object group. So you can see here. Correct? So let's say I will select column filter and then modify. See, it shows only column. Right? If I select beam filter, modify, then beam. Slab filter, so slab. Wall filter, and then wall. And then if you want to see all, go to the standard and then go back to the standard. And then modify, so to show everything.
Okay.
Now that one is the usage of the view filter. Okay. Now, what if I want to see I want to do the selection filter? Look, if you press Control 5, Control 5. Yeah. So Control 5. This one is something like a ghost image. Okay, so meaning this Control 5 means it will highlight only the thing that you selected, right? Okay, see, because my selection is selecting all, so when I make a window, it selects all the objects that I selected during the window selection. Okay, so now if you go to this standard here, there is a standard. You can see the standard.
Yeah.
So this one is the selection filter. So look, can you see your name there? The one that you created earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say for example, slab filter. Select the slab filter. And then look, if I make a window, So this one is only selecting the slab. Okay, so again, if I select here foundation, see, it only highlight the foundation. Okay, so that is the foundation filter. And then if you want to go back to the original, then you must select the standard, and then everything will be selected again. And then control 4.
Control
4.
or control 4 back.
Yeah. Remember the control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So that you can always use that one. For your exercise. Okay, exercise. Okay, listen. I want you to create the attributes that will not show the column, will not show the beam, will not show the column and will not show the beam. If you select this one, then if you modify, only the column will not be shown. Earlier, what we create is the column filter. When you select the column filter, it will show the column only, right? So I want you to say filter, no column filter, and no beam filter. So how you're going to do that? I mean, going back to the previous one that I've shown you, this one will be your exercise. How you're going to create a rules under the rules, okay? So here, I want you to go back here, object group. I want you to create a rules that will not show the column. Earlier, the filter that we have created only shows the column and only shows the beam. Now, I want you to do the other way around. Okay, so actually, it's just a one switch. Okay, so look, let's continue with this one. So what happened is this. When I asked you about to remove the column, all you have to do is go back to the column filter. Column filter, this one, right? Column filter. Then, the only thing that you need to do is this. Instead of equal, you type here, does not equal. Okay? If you click here, does not equal, look what will happen. Modify. See? So here, you can type here, no column filter, save. And then, another one is, let's say for the beam, so all you have to do here is to change this one, does not equal, and then here, no beam filter. Okay? So, as I mentioned to you, condition, this one has a very important role. Okay? Actually, later on, let's say your beam has a different height, right? So you can use, if the height is greater than or less than or contains, this one, it will also, you can also use this later on. Okay? So now, how about the slab? Okay, let me go to the slab and wall. Okay, so look. If if the part name is equal to slab, actually here in the value, you can select this multi-select from model. Multi-select from model. So what is multi-select from model? So select this one. So look, I'm going to click the slab and then the wall and then middle button of your mouse. Look, wall and slab shown here and then modify. See? It shows the wall and slab. So I can type here wall slab filter, save as. So there you go. So meaning you can create any filter now. Okay? If you don't want to show something, okay, then you can do the filter. So you can choose which one you want to show in the model or even in the selection. Yeah. After you select this multi-select, select the two and then middle button of your mouse.
Sorry?
middle button of your mouse.
Oh, this one.
Click the middle
Oh,
button of
okay.
your mouse. Alright, so if there's no question, now let me go back to the original. So this time, okay, let us use the filter to our object representation. As you know, Tekla structure has only 15 colors, right? Under the class. 15 vibrant color under the class. Okay? So, because Tekla structure is not an architectural modeling software, so, I mean, we don't really go to the level of this color. But having said that, using the object representation, we can select a different color beside these 15 colors available. Okay? So how to do that? Okay, by default, we have only 15 colors here. But in case that you want to have a different shades of the color, okay, we can also do that, but by means of the object representation. So to do that, we need to again open the view properties. And then here under the representation, select this, click this representation. Okay? Now, look, when you select the add row, remember we already created the filter, right? We already created the filter. So if you click on the add row, and then here under this object group, once you click the add row, automatically there will be object group all, right? But the first one, I want you to select the filter that you have created. So which filter? Let's say example is the column. Okay, the first filter that I'm going to use is the column filter. Now, by default, again, the color is by class. So meaning, if this column, if I select this column, look, the color is 11. So class 11, then the color is color blue. That's why color by class. But I can change the color here if I like. Let's say I'm going to choose color. So this choose color, you can choose more color, more shading of color. So if I click choose color, so here, define custom color, then there you go. So here, you can select, let's say, I want a bit grayish blue, something like this, and then lighter, or something like this one. Yeah? And then click OK. So meaning, all the column will be this color. And then if I modify this, see, the column changes to that light color. Alright? And then add row, add another row. This time I will select beam, and then for the beam, I'm going to select again, choose another color, another shade. So this time I'm going to choose a little bit yellow, brown or beige color. Yeah, lighter beige. Click OK, and then modify. So look. Why everything goes to the wait. No beam, sorry. It shows I select no beam. It should be beam, yes, modify. That's the reason why. Okay? No beam. Alright? And okay. So far I changed the column and the beam, and then if you want the rest to be same color, so instead of color by class, I can choose another set of color here. Again, let's say lighter pink. Click OK and then modify. So the rest of the color will be pink, and then the column and the beam is that one. Sorry. I want another one. I want another filter for the slab. So for the slab, I want to choose slab filter. I'm going to choose here green, darker green color. Yeah, this one. Click OK, and then modify. But this time, the slab, I want to make it transparent. So visible transparency, I will put 50%, modify. So look. So if you want to put a glass, right? A glass door or glass window, so you can use also this 50% transparency. Okay, copy that one, and then again, lastly, save this one under your name, objects, and then save as. Okay, so once you save this one, okay, have you copied this one? The setting, you can choose any color if you like, then transparency 50% for the slab, and then apply and OK. So now, as you can see here, the object transparency in all views, I can use the net objects, and there you go. And then if I choose the standard, modify, so look, it will go back to the standard. Then if I want to use my the color that I have choose, then select this net object and modify, and there you go. So you have now this. Okay, so once you're done with this one, the next thing to do is, again, from the view properties, remember the projection that I suggested to you whenever you're doing the modeling is orthogonal. Now that we have already the 3D model, we can use the perspective. What is perspective? Perspective, it will show you this 2 points or 3 points perspective. As you notice here, this one is only for viewing purposes. Okay, but having perspective during the modeling, it could be quite difficult to handle. But again, it's still your choice. If you want to do the perspective during the modeling. But for me, I always recommend to use the perspective only for viewing purposes. So let's say, for example, here, if I want to make a walkthrough, you know the walkthrough. So from here, let's say this point, if you press Shift F, and then pick the view. So see. So look. You can make a fly. Then pressing the control, it will go up, going down. Pressing the control, it will go down. So if you put your cursor down, then it will be zoom out. If you put the cursor up, then it will be zoom in. And then if you press control while zooming in, then it will go up. Okay? So again, Shift F, or under the view, you can see the helicopter here. This one, fly. But this fly only works under the perspective. It will not work if you have a projection of orthogonal. Okay, Shift F. Okay, so that's the walkthrough. Actually, in the market, there is something like, if you're really into this walkthrough, in the market there is a mouse called 3D Connects or something. 3D Connects. That one is something like for a smoother zooming in, zoom out, and then walk through. So that one is also, you can use that one for in tecla structure.
So it's the same as in SketchUp, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Okay, but another thing is this: if you want to do some presentation, right? Presentation, because this one, if you notice, the color is not really a concrete color, correct? But if you want to do a presentation to show that one as a concrete, a photorealistic color, you can use this visualize, and then click this visualize all under the view. Click visualize all. This one is our Trimble Connect visualizer. Okay, if you click visualize all, it will capture and then create a new file in the Trimble Connect. So look at the rendered now. It's something like a photorealistic color of the concrete. Yeah, so look at this. See? If you zoom in, see? Right? And then the good thing with this one, if you want to do the presentation, that it will move along, okay? So, okay, again, here you can choose whether you want something like this background, like a like a water, or just a plain one, or you can use something like the shadow, whether it's at noontime or morning, or if it is a bright, or something like a dawn. See, yeah. And then here, if you click on this part, okay, this one you can make a walkthrough. You can save the path. What path? What path am I talking about? So this one. So here, let's say the first view is like this, and then you click here plus sign, plus. Here, click the plus. Click the picture here. Okay. So click this picture, and then here you can see the plus sign.
Okay.
So once you click the plus sign, look, plus, it will snap this view, and then you rotate, and then plus again, you zoom in, and then plus again, zoom in again, and rotate, plus again, and then rotate here, plus, rotate, zoom out, plus, and then rotate like this, and then plus, and then you can click here play. So once you click the play, look what will happen. See?
Oh.
You can now make some small presentation for this one, for your presentation. And even this one is a tall building or a huge structure. Speed is relatively fast. So yeah, as you click so you can make a presentation on that.
How this thing can walk through? Also, you capture also, just now.
Yeah, you just capture.
The walk through.
Capture, you zoom in. Zoom in.
Oh, zoom in, zoom in.
Zoom in, yeah, like this one. I zoom in and then click plus. See, and then now that one will be part of so if I zoom in, then it will be like this. That's why it's quite smooth if you use this one for your presentation. We call this one as a Trimble Connect visualizer. If it is a steel, then it will show a galvanized steel. If there is a grass, then it will show a grass.
Depends on the material.
Depends on the material. All right. Okay, so let us close this one and then let's now continue. Okay, I will turn it back to orthogonal, modify, and then I can use my standard color. And then now, let us go continue on the creation of, let us continue on the detailing topics or detailing tools. Okay. Before we continue, any question?
So this one
Yeah.
a while ago, because you asked us to, for the exercise, you asked us to view the slab and the panel at the same time on 1D. What I actually have done is I added a new row, but unfortunately it didn't show what was the objective of the exercise. I was thinking, what's the function of adding a new row?
Okay. Actually, look, if you said that you add a new row, right?
Yes,
So,
sir.
okay, let me just show this one to you. Let's say, okay, I will not go to the object, but part. Let's say, part is, let's say, slab,
Yes, sir.
and then add row, okay, and then wall, and then modify.
Yeah.
Nothing happens, right?
Nothing happens.
Yeah, because here there is an end. If you click here or modify, there's a missing. There's another function here.
Yes,
The or and end. So meaning it will work slab, and if the name of this one is a slab wall, meaning that one is slab and wall. But since this one is something like the rules, there is an or. So if it is a slab or wall, then it will show. So that's another thing. Or else you just don't delete this one, and then here by simply typing here slab space wall, similar to what we are doing, right? With the space to, if I type here slab space wall and then modify, same thing. Or if I type here another, let's say column, modify.
Yeah.
See?
Yes, sir. The Tekla is case sensitive as well.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, there are situations that it's case sensitive. There are situations that it's not. But I think most of the time, yes, especially in the filter.
Thank you, sir.
Actually, similar to some programming thing, right?
Yes,
Like Visual Studio.
Should be a habit already, sir,
To follow
follow
the exact case. Okay, so for the detailing tools, first of all, let us discuss about the construction line and the construction points, because this one again has a big role when we are doing some detailing. Okay, the construction line and the construction point. Okay, Control P. Okay, here.
Control P is what?
Control P. That one is our first command during the first day, changing the plan to 3D. Yes. Okay. Construction point. Okay. So let's discuss some of this one. We're not going to discuss all of this, but you can explore more. But I just want to show you some mostly used construction point. The first one is online. What is online? Online means this one will divide the line into points. Okay, let's say for example, this one. You want to get the center of this square. To get the center of this square is you need to make a line here and line here, and then that is the center of the square, correct? But using the online, I can easily get the center of the square. Why? If I click this online, this one will divide the line. See? Number of points. How many points? How many points it will create when you pick 2 points. So within the line, how many points you want to create? I say 1. So meaning, if I apply this one and then pick, look, 1 and then 2, There you go. So I have the middle of the center of the square. As easy as that one. Right? Now, what if I want to have a apply 3 points? So meaning, if I click here 1, 2, and then 1, 2, so I have 3 points here. So now I can have something like, if under the construction line, I can have a line here, line here, line here, line here. So that one is still along with inside the square. You get the point here?
Yes.
So construction point, if you want to divide the line into equal spaces, then construction point is very useful. Again, what another practical application here. Let's say you have a joist. So online, I want to divide this line, I want to divide into 6 equal space. So if you want to divide into 6 equal space, how many points you want to put? You need to put 5. Okay, so apply. So look, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So now, let's check if that one is correct. So go to the measure, vertical line, 1, 2, 1, 2. So divided into 6, and then I have 1,000, 1,000, and then 1,000. Clear? And then, if I want to add a line, a construction line here, then here, I can add a construction line. Or I can copy the line and then... Okay, there you go. So that one is the construction line. Alright? So that is the divide point line. Now, next, you draw. Okay, what if I want to have from this point, I want to offset a line, 2 points. I want to offset 2 points. Let's say 1,500. From here, 1,500. Because I cannot use the online now, right? Because
Yeah,
online is always from the point to point equal. But this time I want to offset a point from this point, 1,500. So the command there will be points parallel to 2 points. So click on that one. Then you type now 1,500. Apply. And then look, if I pick from the left to the right, look at the arrow going up. Right? If I pick from the right to the left, it will go down. Right? So going up meaning positive 1,500. So meaning it will offset 1,500. Correct? But if I type here negative 1,500 and apply, and then again pick the same point, pick point 1, 2. See? Look, my arrow is going up. So my point will go down. Why? Because of the negative. Again, remember, always remember, in Tekla structure, it's a matter of positive and negative. Going to the right, going to up, positive. Going to left, going to down, negative. Always remember that. And then if I click here, and then there you go. So you have now 1, 5 here, and then 1, 5 here. Okay, now let me just give you an exercise, a very simple exercise. Okay, now I want you to offset, okay, using that parallel to 2 points, I want you to offset 500 here, 500, and then 1,000, and then 500, and then 1,000. 500, 1,000, 500, and then 1,000. So, yeah, I want you to put those points. 500, 1,000, 500, 1,000. Using the parallel to 2 points. So that one could be done in one stroke, right? One stroke. Okay, very good. Because similar to what we are doing in our grid line, you can do the same. So here, if I type here 500 space 1000 space 500 space 1000 and then apply, so you can see here parallel to 2 points and then here, there you go. Right? Okay, now next step is how about this along extension of 2 points? Along extension of 2 points. This along extension of 2 points is similar value that you put in the parallel. The only thing this one is created only in one line. Okay? So look, if I click on this one, along extension of 2 points, if I type 500, apply. So, meaning 500, 500. So this one is I'm going to offset from here 500 on this line. So, using the extension point, you need to pick first point on line. So, meaning on this line, I'm going to pick anywhere on this line. And then, the most important point is the second point. This one. Why? Because the second point is where the 500 will offset. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay, so look, 500, then if I type here, click anywhere, see? Anywhere. 1, and then this one is the important one. 2. So see, 500. The 500 will be starting from where you pick the second point. Now, look, what if I type here 500 and then negative 1000? Apply. What will happen? 500 negative 1000. What will happen? If I click here 1, 2, right? It will offset 500 and then it will offset another 1000 negative down. So it will be an equal. See? This one will be an equal space. So, like what I've said, this construction point, if you master this one, it will help you a lot, especially during the detailing. Okay? So, this one is the most commonly used. Online, parallel points, and then this extension point. Okay? The other can be useful as well, like this, we already tried this along arc using center, right? The first day, right? Last time. So, projected points on line, this one is something like perpendicular. So, meaning, projected points on line, so meaning, this one, you want to transfer to this line. So, instead of you copy, you can transfer that one. Look, if I click on this one, and then click 1, 2, see? I click 1, 2 on the line, and then, which one you want to transfer? This point or this point? So, if I click this point, look, this point will, if I click this one, it will transfer there. If I click this one, it will transfer there. So it's something like a magic. Click and then it will transfer there. Instead of copying from one line to another line. So that one is the projected point. Okay? So we use up to that one only. That one is the most commonly. For the others, you can, because we don't have much time to explore everything here. So I am showing you the most commonly used. Then the other you can explore on your own. Huh? Okay, so any other question? And after redraw and then delete the line. So now it's time for us to discuss about the detailing tools. Okay, detailing tools. So now, so again, like what I explained earlier, okay? So, here, I'm going to add a column, and then I'm going to add a beam here. Yeah, column and beam here. Okay, another thing is, here, if I want to isolate this beam, if I want to isolate the view for this beam, I right-click on it and then create view 3D view of part. So meaning, there will be additional view. This one is a temporary view. It will not be saved in our view list unless you modify. Okay? Unless you modify, unless you double click on this one and then change the name and then modify, then it will be saved in the view list. But if not, then this one is not going to save in the view list. It will be a temporary view for you to use. So now you can press Control P, all right, and then Control 2. So see, as you can see here, maybe I'll change this one as a color. So look, so you can see the overlapping, right? So let's use the fit part end. Let me show you what happened. Select Edit, fit part end, pick the part. Okay, 1, 2. So look, 1, 2, anywhere, actually anywhere. See, it will cut. So this one is the fitting line. Get it? Again, this one, select 1, 2. Okay, another note that I want to show you is, if you are in the transparent view, like this, you cannot click here. Object not found. Okay, if it is transparent, because transparent is something like it's through the object. So you cannot click here. You can only click on the edge. Click edge and then 1, 2. But during the let's say during the command fit part end, you can change the view to Control 4 and then click here, and then Control 2 and then click 1, 2. So during the in the middle of the command, you can change the viewing mode. Okay, so that's fit part end. Okay, again, let me repeat. Fit part end. Select the part to be fitted. This one, and then select the fitting line. This one. See, automatically it will cut the smaller part. Now, same thing. I'm just repeating what I have shown you there. So same thing in the line cut. So pick the part to be cut. This one, and then click 1, 2. Now this time there's a. This is the one that I'm telling you. Pick the side to remove. So I want to remove this one. Correct? So you can decide which one to remove. So if I click here 1, 2. Okay? And then next is, okay, let me show you again another example for the usage of fit part, and before I give you the time to explore. So let's say I want to have a pointed beam. So look, if I choose fit part end, look, 1, 2, and then if I choose another fit part end, look what will happen. Doesn't work. If you put 2 fit part end like this, it will not work because it will always go to the last line that it will, something like it will extend to the last line. So in that case, I can use fit part end 1 and then line cut 2. And there you go. Okay? Or I can use both line cut. 1, both line cut. Okay, are we clear? I think let's just try up to here first so that you can remember what I have done. So again, fitting line and line cut. Okay, do that one, and then I think you can we can have also, while after doing that one, we can have a 5 minutes coffee break, and then we are going to continue with the other exercise. Earlier, I select create view, 3D view of part. But you can also use the default views of part, meaning it will give you 4 different views. So you can choose which view you want to use. Again, so this one, you can, if you want to isolate this one, right click and then create view, default views of part. So it will give you 4 views. You can select which view you want to use.
Default view of parts.
Yeah. In that case, it will not show like this because you're in the maximized view. Your view is on top of each other. Okay, look. If I click this maximize, see, the view is on top of each other.
Oh, okay.
But you need to make it this one. Restore down. Then here, you can see here the 4 views. All right. Now let's go back to our exercise. So we finished already the fit part end and then the line cut. Any question on the fit part end and line cut? Any question? Clear? Okay, so let's move on. Let's say I'm going to add a grout tube. See the grout tube there, grout tube. So from here, okay, I'm going to select the column and then create 3D views of part. Okay, so that I can have this plain view. See, right? So now, if I want to create that grout tube, so I'm going to use my construction point. Okay, so here I'm going to add 100 from this point, 100, and then 300, and then I will make a 45 degrees. So meaning 100, 100. Okay, so what I will do is I will use a long extension of 2 points, and then I will type here 100, apply. So from this point to this point, it will offset 100 inside, right? Okay, now here, this one, I'm going to use again the construction point parallel to 2 points, and then I will type here 300 and then 100. You get what you get what I'm trying to do here, right? So apply, then here offset 1, 2. So look. So now I'm going to add a grout tube here by using the steel and then beam, poly beam. So what is the grout tube? What will be the grout tube profile? Grout tube profile usually is PD, capital P, D. What is PD? Pipe diameter. Pipe diameter, let's say 50. 50 is the diameter, and then times 3. 3 is the thickness of the pipe. Okay? And then I'm going to put here middle and then middle, so that it will be at the center of the pipe. Okay? The handle will be at the center of the pipe. So look, 1, 2, 3. Middle button of your mouse. Then I have now the grout tube. Okay, can you try this one first? Okay, maybe let me repeat again, quickly. So first, go to the edit, add the points, a long extension of 2 points, which is 100, apply. So I'm going to add this 100, and then parallel to 2 points, I will type here 300 and then 100, apply. So I'm going to offset this one, 300 and 100, and then go to the steel, poly beam, and then put PD 50 by 3, make it middle, and then click here 1, 2, 3, middle button of your mouse, and then you have now the grout tube. Okay, do that one. I'm going to do it. First is point,
Points. Okay.
a long extension of 2 points. Because first, I need to establish the 100. A long extension of 2 points. So meaning, I'm going to pick anywhere on this line, and then pick this point. So meaning, from this point, I'm going to offset 100. So this one is 100. Okay? And then from this 100, I'm going to offset 300 and 100 using the parallel 2 points here. I'm going to type here 300 space 100. Apply, and then pick from 1 and then 2. Sorry. Pick 1, 2, and there you go. So you have now offset 300 and 100. So once you have that point, then it will be easy for us to add the poly beam. So click here 1, 2, and then 3. And then middle button of your mouse. That's it. But you need to make a view like this, make a plain view first. Since you are not, if you're not well versed in the 3D, in creation in the 3D, then you can always go back to the 2D view, Control P.
Control P.
Yeah.
But P is a plan view.
But yeah, because this one I create a separate view.
Oh.
Select the column and then create a separate view. Right click and then create view. Select the column.
Save the column and then
Right click, create view. 3D view. Yes. And then Control P. Now you have a elevation view.
Oh.
We are now on the part cut. Part cut. What is part cut? Part cut means if I press Control 4, look at this. Solid. Solid, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I want to cut the column, the concrete, according to the shape of the grout tube, I can use my edit part cut. So, how to do the part cut? So, first, select the object to be cut. What is the object to be cut? Column. So, select the column. And then, pick the cutting part. So, the cutting part is this part. Now, I cannot see that one, so I need to make it transparent and then click here. Again, make it transparent so that it will be much easier. So, part cut, select the column, and then select this cutting part. And there you go. So, look at this. Control 4. So, now you can see that the column has the hole. Now, if I'm going to hide this one, hide, and then look at the part cut. This is the part cut, right? I can still change the part cut size to, let's say, 80, and then modify. Look what will happen. Sorry. PD, modify. Yeah. So, and then redraw. Look what will happen. So now I have the clearance to the pipe. So this is what you're going to do. Let's say, okay, again, practical application is you have a wall. Then there's a ducting going inside the wall. So you did the cutting according to the ducting. And then if you want to have a clearance so that you can insert the cut, then you can increase the cut. Right? You can increase the cut if that one is circular or rectangular. Okay? So this is how you do it. And then lastly, if you go back to this one, if you go back to this, okay, actually that one is wrong. Let me just undo this one first. Before you do the cutting, you can do the fitting first. Okay, before you do the cutting. So look, fit part end. So I'm going to fit part end this one. So look, see, like what I did in the board. So that one is flush. So using the fit part end, and then this is the time that you do the part cut. So select this one and then part cut, and there you go. So select the part cut, and then let's say change this one to 70, and there you go. So you have now the opening. Okay, our next exercise is the polygon cut for our foundation. So I'm going to press Ctrl I, and then I'm going to open the plan at FFL so that I'm going to show only the foundation here. Okay, you get it? So from here, how are we going to establish the opening, the position of the opening here? Again, using the construction point. Okay? So look, from the construction point here, I'm going to use parallel to 2 points. Alright? Parallel to 2 points. Or I can use first the a long extension of 2 points. and then I will type here 1,000, apply. Alright, 1,000. So from here, 1,000 here, and then 1,000 here. Alright, now I need to, I can move this point from here, move 1,000 here, and then I can copy the point, copy 2,000. And I have already established the cutting position of the foundation. You can move, you can copy, or you can just simply use the construction point. Whatever you want, you can do that one. Again, you can do this one in the 3D view, or what happened here is I just simply open the plan FFL so that I don't have any interfering views here or interfering object. Okay, so you can press Ctrl I and then open the plan at FFL. Okay, so now that you have these points, so you can now use polygon cut. Okay, polygon cut. Select the polygon cut, pick the part to be cut. So select this foundation and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then middle button of your mouse, and you have now the cut. Get it? So again, let me delete this one. So first, select the, okay, I can do the other way. Use the parallel to 2 points. Type here 1,000, apply. So here, oh sorry. So this one is the other way. So click here 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then here 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's the same. It's more commands, but the same output. Okay? And then since you have already established that points, polygon cut, select the foundation, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then middle button of your mouse. Alright? Or, okay, I'm just giving you a different way. It's your choice which one you want to follow. Okay, look. I'm going to use the polygon cut directly. Okay, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, middle button of your mouse. So I use the polygon cut directly. But now, how I'm going to change this one? So remember the direct modification. Remember the direct modification. Where is my direct modification? Okay. Remember this direct modification? We can use this direct modification to the cuts. So select this direct modification, select the cuts. So look, I can just simply pull this 1,000, 1,000 here, 1,000 here, and then 1,000 here. It's the same. Our output is the same, different way, but the output is the same. And then turn off the direct modification once you're done with this. Okay, so that's how you're going to do. Cut the foundation. So you can use a different way. What I've shown you, I've shown you a different way. A different way of doing this. So again, another way is this. Okay, the first way is you put the points, right? That one is easy because you can just simply directly click the points and then you have the opening. I think that's the most reliable source to cut because you have the points. Now, the other way, if you're used to it, then you can use the direct modification. Now, if you don't want to use the direct modification, you can use the move command. What is move command? If you look, I can. The good thing with in selecting, there is a highlight. So look, if you put your cursor here, see it highlight the cut. So meaning you can easily identify if you're selecting the cut or not because it will highlight. Look, if I select this one, it highlights the foundation. If I select here, it highlights the cut. So look, if it highlights the cut, when you click this one, look what will happen. The nodes will appear. Okay, the nodes will appear. You can use the nodes by pressing Alt key and then right click and then move. Then move 1000. It's the same thing. So this one, select Alt key and then move 1000. Alt key, move 1000. Then this one is another way. So I've shown you a different way of cutting it. But I think as a beginner, you can use the construction point. That one is the most reliable and the what do you call that, easier way for you. But of course, if you're used to the way of doing the push-pull, then you can go ahead. Alright? But again, having said that, there is one more command that I want to show you. Without using the move, without using the points, but I can cut this directly to the position where I want to cut. Okay? So, look at this one, huh? And be careful watching on this because this one is a little bit tricky, but if you learn how to use this one will be very useful for you. Because you don't need to put a construction point, you don't need to put a construction line, you don't need to move the points. I can cut directly and exactly to the position where I want to cut. Clear? Okay, look. I want you to watch first so that you can see how it will work. Okay. First, pick the polygon cut. And then pick the object to be cut. Since I'm on the transparent view, again, if it is transparent view, which one to select? The edge. Okay? So I select the edge. Now, meaning I'm going to cut the foundation. So pick the polygon position. Okay? So look, if I click here, the polygon cut will start from this point, correct? Correct. But now, I'm going to click here, but before I click here, I need to press Control. Control and click. So what's the meaning of Control and click? Control and click meaning I use that point as my reference, but not exactly the point that I'm going to cut. You get it, huh? Okay, let me continue. Don't touch your computer first. Okay. Now, I'm going to move 1000 here. See, I can see the 1000, right? Because there's a numeric value showing up in my screen. So 1000. So if I click here, that will be the start of my cutting. Correct? But I don't want to start my cutting there. Right? Because my cutting must be clicked on the right side. So I need to press Control again and then click. So again, I use that one for my reference. And here, this is 1000. Again, 1000. So, should I press Control and click?
No.
Correct. Why? Because this is the start of my cutting. So, click. And then here, 2000. Click. And then here, 4000. Click. 2000. Click. And then middle button of my mouse. But, okay, before I click the middle button of my mouse, have you noticed something? Yes. The different color. Look at the color red. Color red is the reference where it came from. White is the color that you're going to cut. If I click the middle button of my mouse, that's it. Exactly to the position where I want to put. Okay, let me repeat one more time, and then I will let you do it. Okay, again, this time I will do it continuously. So pick the polygon cut, pick the part to reinforce, pick the part to cut, and then pick the position, control, click, 1,000, control, click, without control, click, and then here, 4,000, 2,000, 4,000, middle button of mouse. Easy. Right? Once you master this one, then everything will be much more easier. Okay, do that one in your computer.